Hi, I'm Monica Trombetta. I am from Chicago originally. I came from an Italian family. Growing up in Chicago, I speak fluent Italian. I used to spend my summers in Italy and some summers in Chicago. And I currently live in Chatham, New Jersey, which is about 2 hours north of you guys down at QVC. I moved to New York City quite some time ago to pursue a career in performance, and I started out in New York by running a theater company, and I was fortunate enough to be cast in some television shows and some commercials, and I really started to enjoy the commercial aspect of things. And I started doing a lot of voiceover as well, and I ended up holding several accounts, anything from JCPenney to Dunkin' Donuts to Walmart to Sears, just to name a few. And most recently, I've done some work with David Letterman. I am the substitute live announcer for The Late Show for Alan Coulter. And that's been really an awesome, wonderful experience. I'm a first responder. I was there on 9/11 when the towers fell. And I really have a passion for engaging with people. I really feel like I can talk honestly to people and engage and be honest and sincere, and I like to help people. That's a part of who I am. I love cooking. I love hosting and having people over and cooking for people. That to me is one of the most rewarding things about being a mom. I have 2 boys. I run an exchange site on Facebook. It's called the Chatham Exchange. It's a household goods and furniture website, and it allows people within our community to exchange household goods and furniture that they no longer want. And it's been very successful. We have about 2,500 to 3,000 members at this time, and it's been one of those things that I really enjoy sharing with people. So without further ado, I'd like to talk a little bit about the products that I've chosen to talk about today. I'd like to start out by talking about some essential oils. One of my passions in life. I have always loved essential oils. When I first moved to New York City and I visited the Metropolitan Museum, they had a poster of a cross-reference chart, an urban ailment cross-reference chart. And I fell in love with it because of the history of herbs and how historically they've been used for centuries upon centuries in the healing arts. And I was loved that I found this box that has almost every essential oil based on plant extracts that you could find out there. So it's an all-in-one set that is thorough for all the ailments that you might possibly want to support your immune system to fight off. One of my favorites is Roman chamomile. It's very simple and very delicate, that you could even use it on babies to calm them down for a little colic, rubbing it in the belly button or behind the ears. And of course, who doesn't love lavender? Lavender is one of those oils, essential oils, that you can put on anything from hand lotions to bath salts, bath bubbles, and you can put it on your neck as a perfume and a scent. And it's so not strong. It has such a soothing, relaxing quality to it. And of course, there's peppermint. Peppermint you can actually ingest. If you take a little bit of peppermint and drop it in your mouth, and it opens the palate. Takes a moment to get through it, but it opens your airways and your air passages, so it aids in helping you breathe better. If you have a cold and a humidifier or a mister, that's wonderful to help your respiratory system open up. It's something that I really fell in love with because it allowed me to focus on natural healing. And my mother was always someone who believed in natural healing, and it allowed me to have that connection with her. And this complete set, it's so awesome and amazing that it has every aspect of every essential oil that you could possibly touch upon out there. It is great, and let me tell you about one other fabulous piece that I want to share with you. I have always been in love with leopard prints. I don't always wear them, but I love them, and I could put them in every article of clothing that I own, whether it be a scarf or a jacket or shoes, leopard print shoes. I mean, who doesn't love a pair of leopard print shoes? They're always sort of very classic in that even Marilyn Monroe wore leopard print shoes in the 1940s and 50s. It's always been sort of one of those things that has sustained throughout the years in fashion. This particular jacket, the 3/4 length sleeves are very spring fashion forward. It's comfortable, it cinches at the waist. It keeps that trim feel in the waist, and I love the little ruffle in the shoulder. She pops the shoulder just a little bit. You know, years ago, when my husband and I first met, I had a leopard print hat. And I wore that thing everywhere. In fact, he saw me for the first time in that leopard print hat. And it was one of those pieces that I had that was so classic that lasted forever, until one day I left it in a taxi cab. So I have been desperately searching for something to replace that. And I'll tell you something, this has hit the mark. In fact, you know, I think we've got several different versions of this in terms of colors. I think there's a fuchsia leopard print, who doesn't love, and a black and white leopard print, which really, the black and white one, you could wear with anything. You know, if you're going out on a night on the town, or you're going to be going to church on a Sunday, it's actually that accommodating that you could wear it for almost anything. So listen, we've only got 600 of these left. This is the last time it's going to be sold for today, and I suggest that you check it out right now on QVC.com. Thanks for listening.